Hi, welcome to week 2 of Habits for Designing Your Life. Woo! Week 2, congrats. You've already been through week 1, which is the superpower of reflection. And as I promised, there is 2 superpowers in this particular series. So let's get started on what that one is. You may recall that the superpower that we've been talking about is dreaming. You may reflect. Remember that. So let's talk about where we're at and what's happening next. So of the 5 superpowers we've talked about, the first power, superpower of reflection. Hopefully you've had the opportunity to go through the template, capture your notes, and just kind of get a bit of an overview about where you're at. So a bit of a summary. And then we're moving into the superpower of dreaming. So the 2 superpowers that we've spoken about earlier. Superpower of dreaming is quite important. When you looked at the reflection one, it kind of reflects back towards the past and things that have already happened. This one is really looking forward. So it's looking for what could your future look like? What might it look like? So it gives you a different framing altogether. It is future focused, and key part of this, the differentiation, is it's unbounded and it's free thinking. So things like education, age, money even are removed from the equation so that you can absolutely concentrate a little bit more on being a little bit freer. Now, if you're a very practical and pragmatic person, you might be going, well, that seems really ridiculous because there is ways and pragmatism that needs to be considered in it. And yes, you're right, there is, but for now, we don't have to do that. So think of it as a real sort of divergent thinking. We want our minds to go wide, we want them to go free, we want them to go big, we want them to just explore what the possibilities might be without sort of constraining it now. Later, we can constrain it. Later, we can bring it in and put a bit more realism around it. But for now, we really want you to think unbound and unfree. It's important to do this because the way that you achieve some of the things that come out of this might actually be a different way of doing things. But if you don't stretch your brain and your limits and outside that comfort zone, then you'll never be able to work out how to do that. And often these things are possible. It's just going to be done in a slightly different way or take a slightly different sort of convoluted path rather than a straight one. So hopefully I've convinced you. Unbounded, free thinking. We are just looking for target areas of potential. So some of the things on my list are I'd love to be an international music promoter. I'd love to have my own stationery store. I'd love to go to the movies by myself once, which I haven't done. So big dreams and little dreams. You kind of got a list of all of the different things. I'd love to be able to live overseas for 6 months of the year. I would love to be able to make furniture, design and make furniture. So whatever the things are that are on your list of dreams, like I really want you to go a bit wild, a bit crazy around what they might be. Beyond today, to sort of give you a target, we're looking at about 100 plus dreams. So if you can get 100 dreams, then you are tickety-boo, really doing quite well. You might struggle to get there, but this is why I'm telling you 100, so that you know that any crazy idea, you want to fly into space, put it around, you want to invent some life-saving treatment, put it down, whatever it might be, I really want you to just to put it down there, because then that'll help you achieve the 100, which is really just about making sure you expand your thinking beyond the ordinary. So we're going to create a massive, massive list of dreams. Different to the way that we've been capturing the information before, where I said put it all in one place. This, you want to have your dreams in one place. It could be a dreams book that you've got where you record all your dreams. It could be a special Evernote file that you put it all in, but you want to keep all of your dreams kind of bundled a little bit separately rather than with the stuff that you look at each year. You'll pull some of the dreams from the big list to work on, but for now, we just want you to be able to have separate list all the wonderful dreams that you've got. Okay, there is 2 tempted. Oh, I've already covered this. How nice am I? I'm ahead of myself. So you want to capture them all in one creation. You want a big list and you update it when new dreams arise. So you could hear somebody talking about one of their dreams that they want to be I don't know, an international designer, then cool. You might go, yeah, me too. And you could write that down on your list. Or they might go, I want to go to Galapagos Islands and help with some of the surveys. Write it down on your list as well. They might want to learn an Indigenous language. Write it down on your list. So whatever it might be, you might find other dreams that people have got and you just kind of add them to your list. So you get to you 100 a little bit better. There's two ways that I've kind of given you to look at the dreams. One is basically a list of questions. So if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? Like a whole bunch of different questions that are designed to kind of really stretch you out of your thinking and process. So there's that one. So that's the first part. This one you actually get a bonus. You get 2 templates. The second one I find was easier for me. I just found if I could say I want to learn how to make gin, then that would be like one of the things that I could put in like the learn list. So it's kind of like got little headings that I can do that I can kind of write down very easily. You can start to fill your list with places you want to explore, like countries you want to go to. So you can kind of put all those down on the dreams list as well. So 2 ways of capturing the information. One, by a list of questions that'll really get you thinking. So make sure you've got a really good space. You're not trying to rush it. Do it at some particular time when you feel you're in the best space. And 2, just do some categorizations of some stuff. Just other things will just start to flow once you kind of get those out as well. Remember, limitations be gone. We don't want to limit our thinking right now. Cool. So that's the process. And it's a superpower because of a couple of things. You can imagine future possibilities, and you're unconstrained by today's limitations or thinking. It also gives you a glimpse of what a future dream life might look like. So kind of gives you some ideas to sort of spark off. And it's really about possibilities exploration. So that's why it is a superpower. And it is one of those superpowers that you can continue to sort of add to and build up over time. And it's quite important from a creativity and innovations perspective. So the more you can dream, the more you can think about stuff that's beyond the normal, then the easier it will be for you to be creative and innovative in any of the stuff that you do on a day-to-day basis as well. So 2 superpowers now done. Tick, tick. Spend some time working on those, and then we'll get on to the next 3, which will be knowing strengths equals knowing uniqueness, crafting your contextual beacon, and designing your strategic life map. That be it. That's the process. So now 2 habits down out of 5, and then you'll get the rest of the information weekly as the plan goes. Good luck.